Hello, 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 everyone. I am Louise Hicks, your host of Aim to Purpose Spiritual Empowerment Hour. And please subscribe, thumbs up, and share. Share this video. And I thought about it and I said, let me go on and talk about the color purple. I know it came out Christmas Day, December 25th, 2023. And there was a lot of controversial about the color purple. And I saw the movie back in the 1980s when it first came out. So I just decided to watch it just recently because it was controversial over it back then, and it's still some controversy over it now. And I'm going to give you my thoughts on it. And again, I'm Louise Hicks, the host of Aim to Purpose Spiritual Empowerment Hour. I come to you pretty much every week, sometimes more than one time a week. And I'm going to make this video pretty short because I just want to share my thoughts about the color purple. As I watched it, to tell you the truth, I really didn't. I liked the singing in the movie, and it was a musical, of course, and the acting was great. However, I didn't really like the color purple because I am sick and tired of slavery time movies. I like to see more uplifting movies about us in our Black community as opposed to these type of movies, slave movies, because we have enough of that going on in everyday life where how we are depicted and the Black community. Look what's going on now. The world is so divided. We have enough of that. So I would like to see more uplifting, something that's going to elevate us as Black people, as opposed to the degradation, the degrading of us. And I just didn't, it was not my type of movie. And when I saw it in the 1980s, I had a different perspective. Not that I loved it back then. However, as I have matured more over the years, now being 73, I guess I just see it in a different light, even more so than what I saw it back then, because I really wasn't thrilled about how it depicted Black men. And I know all Black men aren't that way. And I know there are Black men who are abusive as opposed, and that's any man, really, not just our men. But it appears that with all of the atrocities that have been done to Blacks over the years, I think we as Black people need to look to more uplifting, more elevation, as opposed to getting all these movies such as The Color Purple. And I think you can find a better way to uplift our community, especially when some people are looking at this movie as a healing for the community. And I have a bachelor's degree in social work, and I didn't find anything about the movie as healing from my perspective because of the abusiveness that was going on and how the um, sexuality and all of that, to me, it really wasn't uplifting at all to me in watching it. And I had taken the time to wait to watch it. I didn't want to watch it when it first came out because I had seen it before back in the 80s when I was much younger. And I was just wondering, I heard all the controversy over it. And my thoughts on this time around is that we need to allow the color purple to just go to sleep and put an end to it because enough is enough. And I don't feel we need all of these slavery time movies because it does nothing for our community but pull us apart. And I know that we're divided enough. And to see movies like that, especially when um, some of the community find it healing, and I just couldn't find anywhere where the movie was healing because it's destruction to the Black family. That's how I saw it. It was more of a destruction of the Black family as a unit. And I do believe that charity starts at home. And seeing this movie, I couldn't find anything that was elevational, uplifting, other than the music. I have to give it to them. The music was great. The singing, that is, it was really great. The acting was great. But the movie itself, my perspective, just my opinion, we can do without those type of movies. All these slavery time movies, we have enough of that going on. I mean, we aren't free, and people are. I hear some people say, "Oh, you can go to America, you have freedom." I have a different perspective on that, and I'm going to share that in another video. Talk about freedom because I've had a lot of exposure experience over my lifetime, and I tell you, we as Black people in America, Americans in general, we're not even free because you don't even have freedom of speech. If you say the wrong thing, you will be canceled. So that's my perspective. And also, as to Taraji about the pay inequities and all of that, that is true. And it just didn't surface with Taraji. I've heard Viola Davis speak of it, I've heard Monique speak of it. And it's not unique to the entertainment industry. That's Black people, period. It's more difficult to get a job. You're the first uh, fired, last to be hired. You go to the job every day, many of us miserable because you know what you're going to suffer in that hostile environment on that slave plantation. And I'm going to talk about that too. I've spoken of it before. And when I used to come on social media back in the 2006, I believe, whenever I started, I used to give a lot of commentaries about various aspects of what's going on within our Black community because I was living it and we're still living it. So I'm done with these type of movies. I have no desire to watch the slavery time movies because we have enough of slavery going on right here. We just don't have the chains on. So with that said, again, I'm Louise Hicks. That's my perspective on The Color Purple. I'm glad I did take an opportunity to watch it because I would not want to speak about it had I not watched it and saw the new musical. And it just was not my cup of tea. So please share and give your comments about it and subscribe to my channel because I have lots of content that will be coming out to elevate our community. And that's what we need. That's the kind of healing we need. Elevational healing, not something that's pitting us against one another. And it was just too much of that, tearing us apart as a family unit where we need to be built up as a family unit. So take care and always remember your power lies within you. Let it loose. Please share. Much love.